Come see. Come here. Day 2 of trying to clear up the pool. See, it's not as green anymore. We were gonna just throw it away because we thought we were gonna have to move, and we kind of just let it go all winter. So now I don't really want to throw it away if we're gonna be here all summer.
How many windows are there?
So I put the shock treatment in it. I'm putting more water in it, but I haven't like plugged it up yet, so I'm gonna let what's in there leak out to kind of get all the grossness out of there that I can. But it was dark green 2 days ago, and now it's it's just cloudy now. So the big pain in the ass is gonna be getting all the leaves out of there. But lesson learned, don't leave it out all winter. Yeah, so I just woke up, and the first thing I did was water all the plants, and then mess with the pool a little bit. If you can hear running water, it's the hose running outside. But I'm just gonna brush my hair and straighten it now, which I shouldn't even be taking time to do, but makes me feel somewhat normal because I've been looking crazy lately, not doing anything with my hair. I probably should have shown you the garden, but there's really nothing to see right now because all that's in there are the six tomato plants. All the other stuff is on the deck right now in the sun, and then I bring them in at night because they're not ready to be transplanted into the garden yet. But I will eventually show you what that's looking like. It's not like a giant area. I want to say it was like 16 by 7 or something like that. We didn't really measure it out. We just kind of went by what we were going to plant and how much space we were going to need. So, ew. This has become such an ugly, ugly like dusty lavender shade. I'm already at the point where I'm getting sick of doing touch-ups and stuff on my hair. I did more of the pink where I said I was going to because it had faded so much, and only washed it once since then, so I guess we'll find out if it's gonna fade a ton again. But yeah, I realized that when we got that pool last year, it came with like all the chemicals, and it had shock treatment in there. Didn't realize that because I was going to order some, and now I don't need to because there's way more than enough in there for that size of a pool. So I'll be pretty happy if I can revive it and get it nice and crystal clear again, which I'm pretty confident I can. I used to be the one that took care of my grandma's above ground pool when she had it. Well, she got it before my parents got divorced and we moved in there. But when we moved in there, I was the one that started taking care of it because it was kind of like, you kids are the only ones that use it. And at that point, she was thinking about getting rid of it, and my brother and I both didn't want to get rid of it because we loved the pool. So he was kind of still too young and lazy at that point, so I was the one that got stuck taking care of it all the time. And it was a pretty big one. It was an above ground pool, but it was like one of the biggest ones you could get at the time. It was an oval shape. My uncle built a pretty awesome deck around it. Not all the way around it, but it went like halfway around it. And I was the one that would get stuck vacuuming it and doing all the chemicals and skimming it and cleaning all the leaves out of it. So I'm kind of like trying to revive my memory for what I used to do for that. But there weren't too many instances where it was turning green. Like, it would only turn green if I neglected it for a while, and that didn't happen very often because we were always swimming in it. But I mean, this one turned green because we left it out all winter. But it's also a very tiny pool, this one, so shouldn't be that hard to get it looking nice again. I managed to keep it like crystal clear last year, so I'm hoping I can get it back to that so that Aiden can swim in it. Because the past few days already, if the pool was up and running, would have been hot enough to be able to go in it. I went in it with him a lot last year too because he didn't want to go in by himself. And there weren't many days last year where my friend came over with her kids, so actually I don't think they even got to swim in that pool with him. And who knows this year if anybody's going to be able to come over, so who knows. Also an update on, I did an update about the Social Security thing. We can't find any record anywhere of Aiden having a savings bond, so now I don't know what to do, because the lady at the Social Security office wants some sort of paper for proof that he had a bond and it got canceled, but we have no proof, and she wants it by the end of this coming week here. I asked my grandma, I was like, I know this is a stupid question because you would have told me if you started a savings bond for Aiden, but did you? And she was like, no. So I don't know where that came from. Steven's dad is telling him he has no idea. He's telling him that don't bother calling the lawyer because she's not going to know, which that was my idea, like call the lawyer and find out if there was ever a bond for Aiden in his name. But he seems to not want to do that. So all I can think of is that there was a bond in Aiden's name, and like his dad didn't think we were going to find out about it and just put it in something else. I don't know. Don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but I also don't want them saying, oh, we were being fraudulent because we didn't report $1,000 somewhere. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. He's going to attempt to call the bank on Monday, tomorrow, and find out if they ever had any record of it. But then, like I said to him, I'm like, was it even our bank? Because she had accounts at the bank that we use. She had accounts at 2 other banks also. So it could be one of the 3. I don't know. It's like a mystery now, so. Gotta remember to turn the water off when I'm done with this. Because I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna let all that leak out, and then I need to order another filter, because I know once I turn the filter on, it's going to need to constantly be changed and cleaned, so I want an extra one. I had 2, I think I had to throw one away because it got gross so many times and it was like falling apart. But I want an extra filter so that I can just keep switching them out and get it as clean as possible. And then see where we go from there. I'm going to have to constantly be testing the pH levels and stuff. Because it's all wonky right now. Throwing a bunch of shock treatment in there makes it go way, way up. And then I have like pH lowering stuff, so it's just going to be like a chemistry experiment figuring out how much of what to put in. I washed my hair last night and it's still like soaking wet in some spots. Can you see the steam? I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Yeah, the next time I wash my hair, I'm gonna have to dye this underside part again. It already grew out so much. Like right here, probably like 2 inches since I did this underside part. I keep going through phases where I want to just like shave the underside, especially for the summertime, and get rid of all this hair. But then I chicken out and don't do it. And I'm always thinking like my hair grows so friggin' fast anyway that it would be grown out by the fall. It would probably be like, see where this is broken? It'd probably be this length by like October. I wouldn't want to do that myself though, because I can't see in the back of my head that great. Like, I mean, I could section it off as best I could with mirrors and see how it turns out, and then just have Steven do it for me, but I don't know. If I get sick enough of all this color underneath. See, now that it's dry, it doesn't look so bad. It looks like pinky and lavender, like it was supposed to be like that. But that blue is still hanging on. That is seriously the best blue hair dye I've ever had. The bedhead one. Which is funny because the pink one, did I have pink or purple? I think it was purple. The purple one didn't work that great. But the blue one just wants to hang in there for some reason. Even in up here, I haven't touched this blue up at all. But that wrath color needs to constantly be touched up. I don't think it's so much the hair dye's fault this time as my my bleach job before it, because that bleach is super strong. And I think I left it on my hair for 15 minutes and it started breaking in some parts of my hair, so be very, very careful if you ever use the Schwarzkopf. Oh, my eye is watering now. The Schwarzkopf Blonde Me stuff. Okay, I'm not going to stand here and straighten the rest of my hair and bore you, but I just wanted to catch up on updates while I could, because the rest of my day, even though it's Sunday, is going to be spent working. I ran a sale on Friday until today, and I am getting so slammed with orders, which is a very good thing, but I'm going to be behind for a while. I also ordered a new desk last night, so I'm super excited about that. I kept saying I was going to wait, and then I'm just like so cramped in there in my workspace that I want to rearrange the room, and I think putting a new desk is going to give me the motivation to do that. The desk is like the same size as the one that I have my computer on right now. I have like in there right now, I have an IKEA tabletop, which is pretty long. It was my old makeup desk before I got the really long one for my makeup stuff, and I have that like in the corner, and then my computer desk next to it to make like my own L-shaped desk type thing. And I'm gonna get rid of the computer desk that I have because it's just ancient and heavy, and it only has one drawer. So this one that I got is a very basic plain top, and then it has 2 storage cubes like on each side, like rows of storage. I don't remember if there's 2 or 3. I think there's 3 on each side. So just picture like 2 rows of storage cubes and then a desk on top, which I think that'll keep me more organized because I have more places to put the stuff that's crammed into my desk drawer right now. My current desk has 2 drawers. I don't know why I said 1. Probably because I only use the top one mostly. Like all my stamps and stuff and everything are in that drawer. And now I have cubby holes to put everything in instead. Plus it was cheaper than the one that I was looking at from IKEA. The IKEA one was like $79 and this one was $50. And it's just a Mainstays one from Walmart, which I've had plenty of their furniture before, and it's cheap, but it gets the job done. So I don't think it'll be like falling apart on me because I've tried their stuff before. And I think that's all I was going to talk about. I don't really have much else, so I will update again this week. If you notice, I haven't been filming every single day, and I think it's been working out better. Because, like, I'm only filming now when I have something to talk about or show you guys. And it's working out better because I don't have to sort through hours of footage when I'm editing. And it's, like, slightly more entertaining than my stuff normally is. Sorry, I didn't even realize I got a wet towel hanging behind me. That was Aiden's from his bath last night. But yeah, I will check in with you guys either tomorrow or some other day this week. You guys, I feel like such a failure. I finished doing my hair and then I was going in the kitchen to clean up and, whoa, and get Aiden something to eat, and discovered that the tadpole was dead. At first I thought he was just floating again, like sometimes he does that, and then like I'll open the thing and he'll start swimming around, but he was flopped on his side, his tail was all like wrinkly, like it was usually just straight, but this time it was all like wavy. So that was fun trying to explain to Aiden what happened. I don't know if I'm gonna order another one or what, but like I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what happened, because like he was fine yesterday swimming around. We got that new fish tank and everything was going well. The only thing, like, I keep reading about them and the only thing I can think of is that the water was too cold, but I didn't think that really made a difference, but that could have also been why he still didn't have any back legs, because the warmer the water, the faster they develop, and he was still like a baby. So I don't know, it's a bummer. So we'll figure out what else we're gonna do. I might just get another tadpole, so that, because he really wanted to see the like growing into the frog part of it, and like the one that his teacher got to show them is already a frog, and she had hers like maybe a week before I decided to get one for him. So don't know what happened, but it's a bummer. Maybe we just got a wonky tadpole. Maybe I shouldn't get it from the same place again.
I'm so glad.
Wait, can you pause that for a sec?
Actually, it was Caillou who found.
We had to make a sea urchin craft because they're learning about tide pool creatures. And we didn't have a styrofoam ball, so we used a ball of Play-Doh. Hey, show your t-shirt.
Ah, cool!
It says Friday vibes with French fries. And today is Friday. I haven't updated all week. I've been super duper busy. So can you not pick your nose?
Good work. Found a chrysalis. When
We
a caterpillar gets to a
cleaned
certain
out
age, it hangs underneath the leaf
cleaned out the tank. There's more tadpoles on the way, so I ordered 2 of them and we'll see how this goes. So I need to end the vlog today because I've been slacking. Well, not slacking, I've been super duper busy. I just haven't even turned on the camera at all. So we have to, let me put this. I ran a sale last weekend and I got so many orders that it took me like all this week to make the eyeshadows and the highlighters and everything. Like, you can't see my table to the side of me, but the table is covered in eyeshadows and highlighters. And I just have been working on that, so now that everything is done, I can fill this pile of freaking orders that need to go out. I've been stressing over that all week, like slowly getting it all done, but on top of schoolwork and everything else. Steven does the math stuff because he's better at math than I am, so that's less stress. But we actually have to go today. Hopefully, like, I did the curbside pickup thing for Best Buy because our modem started dying yesterday. It's doing the same exact thing that it does every time it dies. We have Xfinity. That is the only thing we can get in our area for internet. For internet and TV and everything. Comcast, Xfinity, whatever you want to call it, has like a monopoly over the entire area, so that's all we can get. And we always, like, what do they call it, like renting or leasing? We lease the modem, and I'm sick of doing it because every year at this time the thing dies, and I know exactly what the problem is. It's dying just like every other time, but they make you go through all the hoopla of talking to someone. Like, I started on the chat on their the Xfinity app thing, and they're like, do this. I'm like, I've already done it. I know how to fix it if it needs to be reset, and it wasn't resetting for me. It was just blinking green. So they were like, okay, we'll send a technician tomorrow, which I don't want somebody coming. This was last night, by the way, so they made an appointment for someone to come today between 2 and 4. And then I was like, let's just see if we can get one somewhere so we'll have our own and not have to lease this anymore. I can send this back to them and get it taken off the bill so that we're not paying $20 a month for this or whatever. I think it's $20 a month. It's either 10 or 20 to lease this stupid thing. So like, if we own our own, then we don't have to pay that on the bill every month. So I ordered one from Best Buy, and it said we could pick it up today, but I haven't gotten the message yet saying that it's ready to go pick it up. So the curbside pickup thing is pretty cool. I know in Massachusetts, our governor announced on Monday like the plans to reopen everything. And it's still pretty much staying the same. I think he just did this to shut all the people up that are like, we need to open things. Stores and stuff are going to start reopening on the 25th, I think it said. But it's only for curbside pickup. So like, no matter what store you go to, you can only get curbside pickup, which I think is reasonable, but people are pissed off about it. I think it's better because like the workers they're the only ones in the store. There's not a bunch of people roaming around, and then you get all the idiots that like are refusing to wear masks because they're turning it into a political thing. Like, no, just shut up and put a mask on. It's not that hard. And if you're gonna complain about it, stay home and order your stuff. Like, I don't get what is so hard about it. Everybody has to fight everything nowadays. It's ridiculous. I don't enjoy wearing a mask. That's why I haven't gone anywhere. And I particularly don't want to go anywhere right now because I don't want to be around people. So yeah, at some point today we have to go pick up the modem. For now, our modem started working again last night, just like randomly. After me resetting it like 15 times, it finally started working again. Then I woke up this morning, it was blinking again, I reset it, and then it fixed it. So it's definitely dying. This is what happens every time a friggin' Xfinity modem dies. And I thought maybe they have a new one, because it seems like every time it dies and we have to get one, it's because they have a brand new one out. But I looked it up and we have the most current one, so I don't know. I want to say it was like the exact same time last year that this started happening. It's like they have a lifespan of a year and then they die to make you get a new one. But yeah, there's not much else going on. I have to finish my stuff with that, all my work stuff. I'm contemplating putting makeup on today. I put some on the other day because I wanted to play with the new palettes that I got, the ColourPop palettes. And it was weird because I haven't been wearing makeup at all. It feels nice, but like I also miss it because that was like every single morning I would just do some makeup and that was my quiet time, but now I have nothing but quiet time because I don't have to go anywhere. So it's just, this is probably a super boring video this week. Oh, and I realized, was it yesterday? The day before, I think. So Wednesday, I realized that Peapod finally has some time slots open again for delivery, which is it's such a relief because I've been sick of doing the Instacart thing and paying the extra amount for everything, and then the just none of the sales, because when I was doing Instacart, I was getting them to get it from Stop and Shop anyway, because that's usually where I do my grocery shopping, either there or Walmart. And I was having them get it from Stop and Shop, but like on Instacart, none of the sales count. So like if you're looking at the Stop and Shop website and they have like a 2 for $3 sale or something, it doesn't count on Instacart, and then you'll end up paying like $2.39 a piece for them or whatever. So it was nice that we had that option so that I didn't have to go anywhere, but it was more expensive, and that having to do that like I've only been getting groceries like every week and a half or so, instead of like every single week at the same time. But it adds up having to pay that extra amount every time. So I got a time slot for Tuesday from between 4 and 7, which is like later at night, but that's fine because we're not going anywhere anyway. I was just excited that they finally had some open, and it was like midday when I checked, and there was several different days that had open slots, so that's awesome. They're finally like getting back into the groove of things. Either that or people aren't ordering groceries as often as they were, which I don't know. What else? I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. I didn't update like at all this week. Steven just mowed the grass, and he ran over the what word am I looking for here? The hose to the pool filter. So now I have to get a new one of those. I was getting all psyched that I'm getting the pool clean enough to use it, and now I have to get a new hose for the damn filter. He ruined it. I have to make. I looked at my list of stuff I have to do and realized I have to do that 80 count of lotions for the subscription box. I don't even know what the deadline is for that. She hasn't sent me a date yet, but I'd rather have it done sooner rather than later. I'm not making any sense when I talk today for some reason. I just did a watermelon scented highlighter, which is it's super pretty and it smells like watermelon. My friend Steph came up with it, so that's gonna be, I think I'm gonna have it as part of the summer releases, which I haven't even worked on the eyeshadows yet. I want to get those going. I was finally able to order empty palettes, so all my palettes will be back in stock. I can work on the summer palette. I just have so much crap to do, and like in a few days I'm gonna take everything out of this office and rearrange it. I'm probably gonna, the desk is either gonna stay here or it's all gonna go in that corner, because I just need a better like system. I kind of like work like a conveyor belt type system when I'm an assembly line system. That's the word I'm looking for when I'm making stuff, and I just need it to be more functional in here. So I don't even know if I mentioned that I'm getting rid of this desk because it's so old and clunky, and like it has a piece of metal sticking out of it that I keep cutting my leg on. This is gonna get bashed up and thrown in the trash, and I got a new desk that was cheap from Walmart that's pretty much the same length as this one, so it should fit here, but I'm really thinking I want to move it all to the other corner. But anyway, everything's gonna come out of here and get cleaned and rearranged, so that should be fun. But I can't do that until I get all these orders out, because I have highlighters and eyeshadows everywhere. So I'm gonna do that today, get as many packaged up as I can over this weekend, because it's a long weekend. Aiden doesn't have to do schoolwork on Monday because it's Memorial Day. So yeah, just gonna work. I'm sorry this was a super boring vlog this week, but I didn't have much to talk about. All I was doing was work stuff. So hopefully next week will be a little bit more interesting. I'll try to do some other things. Tadpoles should be here tomorrow, I think, so I'm gonna get his tank ready today, so they'll be all set. I'm just worried that the same thing's gonna happen. I have no idea what I did wrong, or what we did wrong to the thing died. The only thing I can think of is something was wrong with it, because he wasn't getting his back legs, and he should have had them already. Like, there wasn't even a little tiny inkling that he was gonna get his back legs. I don't know. Maybe the next ones will be different and grow faster. But I got them from the same place because I couldn't find them anywhere else. I should have asked his teacher where she got hers, because hers is already a full-grown frog. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up and stop rambling now, but I will talk to you guys next week.